spiele doch noch nicht.
Deine Seite ist gerade gerissen. Was?
Deine Seite ist gerade gerissen.
Erster Anschlag.
Okay, jeder kann sich noch ein Bier holen, geht noch nicht los. Entspannt euch, Leute.
Okay, wir sind wieder auf einen Donnerstag in der Druckerei. Und hier aus Kanada, Montreal, hatten wir ja schon mal eine Band her, ne? Haben wir hier Scarfold.
What's up?
Hello.
Yay. Tell me a little bit, what means your name?
Oh, that's a good one. If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. The first thing about when it was the time to find like the name of the band, I think we would like to have something who could represent the city we're from, Montreal.
Yeah.
Because we're more like urban oriented. We live in the city, like in the heart of the city, and there's a lot of scaffold in Montreal. So it's like a mix between the hardcore like rage we have in the area we live.
We wanted it to be a representative of the city. We wanted our sound to be representative of where we come from.
Yeah.
Urban sound, you know?
Yeah.
And we were looking for some names, and I mean, that one just popped up and sounded cool, and we said, fuck, why not, man? And we just stuck with it.
Okay. Yeah, I heard a lot about that that Canadian and being liking his country. It's a little bit more normal. You like Canada and you like Montreal as country.
You mean if we like Montreal as like living where we are? I mean, yeah. Apart from the weather, it's a pretty cool place. There's a lot of diversity. There's a lot of different cultures. A lot of stuff to learn. We learn a lot of stuff every day from people. I mean, that's why we love living where we live, and that's why we tour. I mean, touring is all about meeting new people, networking, learning new stuff, and basically. Diversity and culture is not something that should be tolerated. It's something that should be celebrated. So I think learning, opening up your mind, it's a celebration that everyone should enjoy, and this is a privilege for us to be doing this.
Tell a little bit more about Canada and hardcore. So we know East Beach hardcore and West Coast hardcore and New York hardcore, but Canadian hardcore is not so well known. Tell a little bit about your scene there.
It's not so well known, mainstream.
It's growing. I think there's like a lot of growing up.
Okay.
Comeback Kid, for example, as the first one here, I think, in Europe to really like build it strongly. Comeback Kid is really like famous, big here, and Get the Shot lastly, who our good friend. So Canadian hardcore, I think it's a mix of every kind of influence, from punk to New York hardcore, which is really close. A lot of metal community also, so it's like really good melting pot.
Yeah, because depending where you go, I mean, you go to France and there's a big type of hardcore that's in France is more like beat down stuff is more popular there. You go to New York, you'll get a bunch of scenes, punk hardcore, straight up hardcore. I mean, like he said, Montreal Canadian hardcore is like a lot of influences, but I mean, it doesn't just strictly stay in one type of hardcore. It basically is vast. There's also a lot of crossover too that's coming up.
Yep.
That's really awesome right now. So I mean, just like its culture, just like its people, hardcore is the same thing. Very diverse.
Yeah, and I think for the perfect example for that question, we talked in the van. It was the Spice Icon is really interesting because at the beginning it was a death metal band, but they introduced the hardcore spirit about it. So for me, that's a good example about the melting pot of it and introducing hardcore, the spirit hardcore with crossover and everything.
There is an entrance and an exit to every tunnel, but you find yourself lost and abandon your fight to seek for your light. No, I will not share you. Oh, I will remember.
When we hear Canada in probably the US TV series, like especially I think about South Park, or when we see How I Met Your Mother, then they show a really special image of Canada.
Stereotype.
Yeah, stereotype. So tell a little bit about what is the real Canada, and also about the relationship between Canada and the USA.
Look, Canada. I speak for myself, but I speak for a lot of Canadians too. We welcome diversity. We welcome culture. We welcome anything that's new, and we love to learn. And like I said, I speak for myself and for a lot of Canadians. I don't speak for everybody. You know, everyone has their own views. But I mean, I don't know what the stereotype is. Like, I mean, that we live in igloos or we're always really nice. I mean, it is friggin' cold. That I won't lie. And you know, I'm sorry. We are real nice. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? There's always I'm sorry here. I'm sorry there. We always apologize. We're nice people, and the main reason for that is because it's basically a country made up of immigration. It's a country made up of immigrants, and you know we are all intertwined together and we're all mixed in together. A real Canadian. What is a real Canadian? A real Canadian is a mix of every culture. I mean,
with the ancestry and everything.
I mean, yeah, when it goes back, it's a mix of every culture, and from a long time ago, we welcome that, and I think we're despite that cold. I always mention that cold. Despite the cold, we are a happy people. we enjoy what we enjoy. But
speaking of cold, that I think in terms of personality, that I think it has an impact of it, because when you have a big period of cold, it's tough for everyone. But as soon as the sun comes by, everybody go out in the terrace, go out in the park, have a picnic, and you have the impression that the cities like have a second birth, and that's, I think, a true.
Yeah, we appreciate everything we have. We appreciate every second, every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think it comes down to.
Especially after
after a good, cold, nice, brisk winter.
Yeah.
Okay, so how you see what's going on political in Canada, in US, in your part of?
Well, I mean, personally, I can't speak for everyone, but look, I am always open for diversity. I'm not on closing borders, on refusing entry, because I speak from a point of view of my parents actually being immigrants, Italian immigrants, and they needed a place to go, and Canada opened their doors. So I mean, if I would be in somebody else's shoes and I needed somewhere to go, I would like for someone to let me in and help me out, and I believe in that, you know. So politically, I believe we should all try to get along. I think there's a lot of stuff happening, but you know what? Everywhere we go, every country we visit, it's almost always the same type of problems.
Yeah, with the culture of fear, especially in that kind of the system we live, it's a big culture of fear, and the bottom line is, I think, it's to divide each other. That's not the good solution, but the system.
A lot of our anger comes from how media uses its medium to instill fear into people, to control basically what you do, how you vote, how you influence people. So I mean, a lot of that stems from people in higher powers trying to control, just basically for greed, and a lot of our music is spawned from all of that. And what our message is, what we want, is for people to actually make up their own mind, think for themselves, be free thinkers, instead of just taking in everything that's fed to you and just
being manipulated
and just vomiting it out to somebody. But I mean, it's never your own opinion, it's just somebody else's, just transformed into other words. So we just want people to think for themselves, know what you're seeing, experience people for themselves, not listen to what fear is being instilled in you. Go out and talk to people and talk and see what's actually happening, or you know what, just simply read a book.
Vielen Dank an Ihren Borders, dass wir mal wieder hier sein dürfen. Das ist immer wieder schön hier. So. Und jetzt?
on tour. Which places Europe you will go in the next weeks?
So we made like this tour. We made the first 4 dates was in France, and after that we came to Belgium. Tonight we're here in Germany, Viertel. Tomorrow we go back in France in the north, in Lille, and we finish up in Belgium. So it's
Okay.
like, really
So this is the only German concert on this tour.
for this tour, yes.
Whoa, nice.
Yes.
So we have to be really proud.
Thanks. But we're really happy to be here, to be honest, because this is the second Europe tour this year. We came in spring last May, just after the release of our latest album.
Our 3 in total.
3 total.
And we've always come to Germany. This is the only tour we only have 1 date here, but the rest
Okay.
we've always come to Germany. Germany for us is like our second home.
Yeah.
I fell in love with this place.
Okay.
First place in Europe to welcoming us in open arm. It
Yeah.
was in Bremen, to be specific. It
Oh,
was
in the
first-
Friesenstraße or where?
in the Otanshow. That was the first. That was not the first date of the tour, but the first like one was like, let's go, guys. Let's book you. Let's have a great time. And
Like full support, like full support, full encouragement. They did all their best to get everyone to come
They
and
introduce us to
Yeah.
another like promoters organization, and to have a couple of dates in Germany.
they opened doors for us.
With whom in Bremen? With Rouge Noir or with Friesen Crew or with Ballo? Or...
It was at the BDP house.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
Old
Rouge
Town
Noir with Okay,
Yeah.
nice to hear that, because also we know us each well.
Great guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. See you
you.
on stage.
And we'll see you guys in your town. Come and see us. And if you wanna party hardcore style, come and see Scarfold. Thank you very much for all the support, guys.
Hardcore United, Unity Worldwide.
Unity worldwide. always.
Yay! Okay, und wir gucken uns das jetzt noch an. Viel Spaß euch damit.
That's right. That's right. And to all the believers out there, if you believe, you will be denied. Hell is right. The best shows are the physical ones. Let's get physical.
Ja, das Konzert ist jetzt leider, glaube ich, schon vorbei nach 2 Liedern, weil der Bassist gerade umgekippt ist. Wie ihr seht, steht hier ein Krankenwagen hinter mir. Schade, deswegen ist das Video jetzt auch nicht ganz so doll geschnitten wie sonst. Deswegen seht ihr es mal hier, glaube ich, ohne große Schnitte. Ja, ich hoffe, es hat euch trotzdem gefallen. Wir hoffen gute Besserung und dass er, glaube ich, schnell wieder hochkommt.
All you like,